want to get this late night thought out for web development. A plugin is just as big or can be just as big as the websites that they're plugged into. For example, PayPal at one time was a plugin to eBay, right? PayPal is now its own billion-dollar corporation. My point here is that if you're developing a website, a lot of times entrepreneurs they want to have their own, they want to develop their own, but sometimes it's better to plug in to something else, and realizing from the web development standpoint that when you plug into something else, that plugin could be bigger than the thing you're plugging into. Okay, guys, so plug in. Don't be scared to plug into another platform and rely on that platform. Now obviously there's inherent risk to relying on the platform, but when you plug into something bigger than you, there's a lot of benefits that I'm sure you guys know or understand, right? But my point here is I've been thinking a lot about this, and the plug-in, being able to plug into something bigger. I have so many entrepreneurs that, whether it's Uber or Amazon or just name any website that's dominating their market, they want to compete with them directly head on, not understanding that the plugin, and my WordPress developers are going to get this right away, but that the plugin is super valuable tool. A good case study would be WooCommerce and WordPress. I mean, WooCommerce itself could be its own separate entity. It just happens to work well with a website builder. But the plugin, being able to plug into situations, this just goes for not only SaaS companies, but retail companies, any company that's selling any kind of product. The idea that you can plug into a bigger model is very important. But from a development standpoint, from a pure development standpoint, there's something to say. There's something that is very powerful about the plug-in model, because you're building into this bigger system, this bigger ecosystem. So don't be afraid to develop software or business models that are plugins. Not to be so literal, and no pun intended, in regards to WordPress, but that small plugin, it could be a contact form, it could be any kind of software there, can be taken off of that platform, right? It can be a separate website or a separate app. So that plugin, working on those plugins and understanding how to fit into other technologies, sites, apps, being able to plug into their APIs is very important. So you don't always have to compete directly head on. Sometimes the competition comes from within. It's a good thing. I would say, most major tech companies, Yahoo, Microsoft, Google included, they all have different technologies within their companies that alone could stand as a privately owned company. They just happen to be plugged into something bigger. So I really been doing a lot of thinking about this kind of plugin idea as a WordPress developer, that it really applies to other sections of your business as well as an entrepreneur. So being able to plug in, utilize that tactic, all these plugins that are very successful. You'll see a lot of developers out there selling plugins, and it's a SaaS model, right? They're selling thin air. Really, at the end of the day, they're selling a code that's on a computer server somewhere. So, but that plugin feature, right, is super powerful, because people need, that bridge in certain businesses. So, just a couple late night thoughts. I'm documenting. This is my journal, my online journal. But don't be scared to plug in, guys, especially if you guys are working online. We'll talk again soon. Tell me what you guys think. Comment underneath if you guys are WordPress developers. Tell me what you guys think about plugins and how other websites compare to, that open source way of thinking that WordPress definitely puts out there. We'll talk again soon, guys. Thanks for joining another episode of An Entrepreneur's Journey. Subscribe to the page. Follow me on Twitter @Nicholas Coriano. We'll talk again soon.